The economy is in dire straits, and your objective should be to survive. As I'm getting this property to be rented out, I am faced with the reality of the current economy. With the recent unemployment numbers that just released and the apparent slowdown of the real estate economy, some serious considerations should be taken into account before making any major moves. Now, as I'm talking about this topic, I'm going to do my pull-up workout. Okay, that was 8 good ones. So with the jobs report that was just released by the feds last week, it indicates that the unemployment rate has gone to 4.3%. And currently, there are more unemployed people than there are jobs available. Now keep in mind, this hasn't happened since 2021. And with the unemployment rates going up, there is risk of default, whether that's people not paying their rent, not paying their credit card bills, or their car payments. Now, that could spell out bad things for landlords, as when people lose their jobs and they're needing to pay for their other expenses, they're likely to shirk on paying their rent or paying their car payments. So, looking at the other side though, of the real estate market in terms of selling your property, we'll get into that after I do this set of pull-ups. Let's get it. The real estate market has seen similar downturns. As we can see, in the last 3 to 4 months, the values of homes have gone down significantly. In my property alone has gone down $30,000 to $50,000. So the market right now is not so good for sellers as well. So in taking a look at the positives and negatives of renting my property out, I see that there's more benefits to renting out my property. Now, in terms of general habits that you should develop in this type of economy, unfortunately, you should cut back on spending, as nobody's job is secure. You can see established companies laying off people en masse, and the senior positions that people are in, they're not able to obtain again once they're out on the market. And plus, with the advancement of AI, there's not many positions that necessitate roles such as computer programmers or engineers. So in terms of methods on surviving this economy, there are 3 things I want to go over. First, cutting back on spending heavily. Only spend on the things that are necessary. 2, develop some additional skills, whether that's a hobby or learning some type of professional certificate. Not going to grad school though. I do have some other topics regarding this I want to talk about. But lastly, I would say if you have the misfortune of being laid off or losing your job, doing something such as a side gig to get by. Because I don't see this economy in this condition as being permanent. So just doing whatever you can to survive and make it through would be your top priority. All right. And that's it for me this week. Join me next week for more workout and finance videos. Let's get it.